Art is my entire life because symbolism means so much to me and it helps me process the things that I go through in life. Earliest life, the key word I would describe it with would be systemic abuse. That's whenever it would split off into a different personality because I'd have to live their reality around them, and then whenever I was alone, I would go back to my own beliefs. And as I looked into it online, I discovered multiple personality disorder, which was later reclassified as dissociative identity disorder. So since I had these personas for literally every person in my community, that totaled up to about 100 different personas. And I had to micromanage different traits, and I always felt like I was acting. And that's why Inside Out is such a good example, because over time, juggling these states of mind and juggling these narratives causes so much stress that I burn out and then I break down. Whenever COVID happened, I thought this was going to be the bubonic plague. I locked myself away, and it accelerated into a 3-year quarantine where I would not leave the house. I started to kind of lose it. And I was just sitting on my bed all day, doom scrolling, and the identity states that I had developed kind of all conflicted with each other, had many different opinions. Everything broke apart. I couldn't keep a job, and I ended up getting evicted because I couldn't get back to work. When I became homeless with the emotional deregulation, the shelter was not the place for me. Being in a place where I cannot have privacy and walk away from people, not being able to plug up my ears, not being able to talk to myself to process things. Non-consensual conversations happen all the time, and there's no way to walk away from it. I already knew that camping and tents and all of that they had basically made homelessness illegal. It was very scary. I was constantly on high alert. Every time there was a cop, I felt like I had to get up and run. And eventually, I was ticketed. The officer put me in the special court automatically.
The Special Services Docket, it's a partnership with the Mental Health Association and the City of Tulsa, and also Family and Children Services as a provider. It's a 6-month program for individuals who have those municipal charges. So it really focuses on individuals who kind of meet the 3 categories of experiencing homelessness, having mental health needs, or substance use. They are paired with a case manager who they get to meet with throughout the 6 months. At the end of that 6 months, if they are compliant throughout the program, they graduate. And upon graduation, a lot of the individuals get their fines and fees erased, essentially. So it's a fresh start.
Thank you, everybody, and be seated, please, and welcome. This is our March edition of the Special Services Court Docket.
At my court appearance, I was assigned Cynthia, and she was like an angel sent from God for me. Cynthia's with the Mental Health Association.
Hello, come on up and congratulations.
I didn't have hopes at first. I just felt like I had nothing to live for. And she put me on the Mental Health Association housing list. And so she comes up to me around Christmas and says, "You got your place." And I, almost in tears because I can't deal with it anymore. Cynthia meets me every Thursday, and this helped me out a lot because she meets me where I'm at instead of forcing me to go into a waiting room where there's public spaces. That alone, just being able to meet in an isolated area is what people like me are looking for.
So once an individual has housing, then they're able to focus on their other needs. It really opens up the door for individuals to reconnect with their mental health providers, to get employment.
Having the apartment is important for me for the recovery. It provided stability, and it provided a actual place where a neurodivergent person can process 29 years of constant identity loss. I've been able to actually practice my art more. It is a way that I can explore my identity and practice without the pressure of performance. I want to get back to little me's dream of becoming an animator. I want to create a cartoon that helps explore identity and mental health. Because of the Mental Health Association, I have hope for the future, and I know that I'll be able to eventually follow my dreams.